Hi everyone, so we're back with another transformation video. Now that it's the fall, I feel like the flea market season's really picked up. We have a really awesome haul, so we're going to do another kind of like haul transformative
haul.
One of the things we got yesterday, which we didn't get at the flea market, is this Bitty Bunch Playhouse. It's for Bitty Baby. It's made by American Girl, and I had to get my oil changed. And there's this really cool thrift store that we sometimes get lucky at, and they had this. Now it was $10, which if it was on its own, I wouldn't have really wanted to buy it on its own just because it's not like super practical. But on the tag it said that it has 2 animals. And I knew that the animals made for this house are like Bitty Froggy, who I had growing up. So there's Bitty Puppy.
And it turned into kind of like a rescue mission because the tag said with 2 animals. Some child must have been playing in the toy section and pulled both animals out of the house. We looked everywhere. At first we were kind of going to leave and give up, but Shelly found the dog behind a fire truck.
And at the flea market today, it was crazy busy. There was this blanket with toys, and they were sellers that aren't usually there. They had first edition Liv Daniela. Now, I have her clothes that I got like 4 years ago at the flea market in the Liv clothing bin, as we call it, but I don't actually have Daniela, and she's my favorite Liv character, so we decided to get her, and she was 5 with everything, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And then they had a group of Monster and Ever After High dolls, which I technically speaking had all of the dolls, but this first edition Maddie was in really nice condition. I feel like I have her other shoe. It's just floating around in the bag. But there was even this bag of accessories where her purse was. And although I got Maddie this year, my Maddie wasn't nearly as nice in terms of completeness. And I just love the Alice in Wonderland theme. So I really wanted to get like her purse and stuff. So she was 5, but she was part of a lot. So we got this really scrappy, very broken homemade Frankie. Her head's been shoved over her peg.
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine. She just had a fat head. So yeah, she's missing part of her outfit, but I got homemade Frankie brand new, so I actually have the spare outfit, and I'm missing her arm.
I know we have Frankie arms.
And then there was this cute first edition Breyer, who again I have, but it was cheaper to get them. Oh, her fingers are broke off.
Oh.
Poor Breyer.
That's okay. I know we have a hand for her.
I have Breyer hands, yeah, and I'll keep this one because it's better than nothing. If it was
exactly.
So there's Breyer, and then there's this poor sweet 1600 Cupid who's missing an arm and has one shoe, but they were part of a lot, and it just kind of made more sense because this bag of stuff was part of it. And then we got this really exciting. We got 11 dolls from the elderly couple we buy things from usually. And they had put out a bunch of new dolls, and it's been kind of slow. I think it's been hard for flea market sellers to get like new things, but this time of year a lot of people are clearing out their attics and garages and kind of getting rid of stuff in preparation for winter.
And since it's cooler out and it's not so stinking hot, more people are set up.
So we got 11 Monster High dolls, and he let us have them for $25, but
Monstrous / Ever After.
So we originally grabbed 10, and he let us have them for $25, even though they were 3 each. But then when we were about to leave, I remembered who one of the dolls was, and I'm like, wait, no, I don't have that doll, because I was just so excited, and you'll see why.
This is another Creepateria Halloween, but as you see, this one is in really good shape and has her outfit.
Yep. Then we have Music Festival Venus, who I wanted when she was in stores. She's missing her shoes, but she's got her outfit. She's
gorgeous. This, we believe, is Haunted, is the name of the line. Twyla, and she is adorable.
Coffin Bean Twyla. I love the Coffin Bean line. She's missing her shoes, but she has her cup still attached.
She's awesome.
And I love the theme. It's just so simple and cool.
This is Dance Class Gil, and the funny thing is, yesterday I legit said that I was hoping for either him or the Skull Shores Gil. We were at the other store.
He was one of my most wanted Ever After High. And then this is the Clio we went back for. This is Frights Camera Action Black Carpet Clio.
This is one of my favorites. This is the Freaky Fusion Recharge Chamber Frankie, and I've watched the commercial for these dolls like 1,000 times. I love the stinking commercials, so I love the Frankie.
And then we have Diner Draculaura. Some of these were ones I almost bought when I knew in store. I remember I had this doll when she was on clearance. I was holding her with some monster-ous and I was all ready to go to the register and I'm like, no, I need to learn to not buy so much stuff. So I put her back.
This is Epic Winter Apple. We love her. And this is, we think this is Picture Day Abby, but we're not sure. We have to confirm that.
And then, we have Freaky Field Trip Torlai. Oh, she is one of my Grail dolls. I don't know. I have like this, I want strange random Monster High dolls. Like, I love Torlai. This one in particular. I almost bought her at the store many times, but she never went on sale.
I'm like double checking every nook and cranny in this bag.
Yeah. Those are all the dolls we got. And it was a very good, prosperous weekend. So, now on to the transformation. Please observe this very nice, disgusting family photo. As I told Colleen, I'm setting up a haul photo for my Flickr. Sometimes you do get exclusive stuff on Flickr. So, if you're interested in knowing what I get and stuff, or seeing other things, I don't share everything here on YouTube, but you'll find everything on Flickr. And you don't have to have a Flickr to view my Flickr. So yeah, they're all arranged. And can I just say, Abby is foul. I didn't realize how foul she was, but she is disgusting. Her and Gil, they definitely get the roles of like, the titles of filthiest dolls of the bunch. And Cupid. So, Cupid is a one-time appearance character. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be hard getting her arms. There weren't any on the Mattel Replacement Parts website, which they do still have some arms and things, so it is worth checking out if you're from the United States or Canada. But I bought this lot. Now originally I was like, hold up, this person wants like $30 for just like the arms and stand and stuff. And then Colleen's like, go back. They pictured the dress second, and I double checked the listing, so it was about $32, not quite, with tax and shipping and stuff, and it's kind of a lot if you think about it, but because I just got her as part of a lot, I'm basically going to have a complete Cupid. The only thing she is missing is her journal, according to the seller, which is great. So she's going to have even her ring, which is really cool. She's going to have everything.
Wow.
So, yay, Cupid! Now, Frankie does have, this isn't her arm.
Let's recharge Chambers Frankie's arm.
We were trying it out. We do have another arm. At first, Colleen was like, wait, we don't. For some reason, we don't have any Frankie parts, but it's so easy to get them online. So, she just needs to have this joint heated up because for some reason it's really stubborn. And
I tried to see if maybe there was a problem with the arm, but this one, that's why this is out. It's from Recharge Chamber Frankie. It's not popping in either. And it won't go back in a Recharge Chamber Frankie, so we'd heat up both, so.
So all my dolls have been logged into their inventory. I have a written list for Flickr that I always do. I didn't film myself doing it because it's pretty painstaking, you know. What we're missing, who's in the line, body info for dolls that we don't previously have that information for. Then, while we were doing that, and I made sticky notes for Colleen to add to her printed inventory, Colleen would undress the dolls and give me the body info. Then those are their plastic pieces, and then those are all the dolls. So here I'm adding soap and some baking soda into their little pieces, and then I'm washing all of the dolls. What I did there was double check and make sure all of their price tags were off. That's something I always do, is make sure all of like the hair elastics that need to be removed are taken out, and all like the stickers and stuff that I can get off are removed before I start soaking them or washing them. These dolls didn't need to be soaked. I don't recommend soaking live dolls unless you really have to, because if they have ear piercings, their heads can fill up with water, and it's a real pain in the butt to get all of the water out, and you don't want them to get moldy if you're storing them. So you just give them a good shake and you'll be able to hear whether or not they have water. So I'm using baking soda and dish soap to clean them. Some of them are really filthy and they smelled bad. Like, they smelled very old and dusty, even though none of these dolls are really all of that old. And then in this clip I am doing one of my live wigs. I'm holding it and kind of combing it out. If it was like really bad, I'd probably have stuck it on my live doll's head, so I had kind of more of something to hold it up. But it was fine doing it this way. They're Connect-Lon, so they brush out pretty easily and they weren't too tangled. Unfortunately, one of these wigs was Daniela's, but the other two were just wigs to other characters. But wigs are always useful, especially when you find secondhand live dolls without them.
And then here I am boil washing my dolls. I've been doing like 3 bowls at a time now because my kettle can fill up 3 of them and a little bit extra, so if I need to add more hot water. And this was my second round of them, so I did all of the saran-haired dolls first, and these were all of the Kanekalon-haired people. And then in that back bowl, you can kind of see Homemade Frankie. Her and Breyer had really bad hair, so I wanted to make sure to do them a second time because I wanted to ensure that it would be like the softest finish. So because their clothes were pretty disgusting and dusty, I put some OxiClean in with them. I don't always do that. I do have separate tutorials for all of this stuff, like cleaning and shampooing and boil washing and doll laundry and cleaning wigs even, like how to fix up wigs. So I'll put a card in here for tips and tutorials playlist if you want to see that. I'm not going to like go through every step because it gets pretty redundant. But yeah, we use this drying rack, and those clone hangers that are very flexible and rubbery are the best for it because they aren't brittle, they don't break. You can shove them over the rungs of the drying rack and they work out really well. And these soaked for, I don't know, maybe like an hour and a half while I was doing some chores at work. And then I did a close-up of the clothes on the drying rack, trying to be artsy, I guess. They have a lot of clothes though. There weren't too many dolls, but there are actually quite a few clothes. And then these are all of the dolls. I did a shot of them too. I try to put the ones with shorter hair or Kanekalon in the front because they take the longest to dry. The ones in saran have to go in the back. And then these are all of the pieces. I put them out on the counter after rinsing them in water. And then in this next clip, I am dressing them back up. Not everyone. Breyer was having a soaking treatment in OxiClean, which I'll show that clip next. But if you're wondering why their clothes are laid out like this, it's because that's how I photograph them for Flickr. So I usually lay everything out, photograph it, and then dress them because why dress them and then have to take the clothes off to photograph? So I'm dressing some of them up in this clip. Monster High dolls are kind of annoying to dress because sometimes their limbs don't pop in and out easily. I find they disconnected the forearms the easiest, but sometimes you have to take their hands off to put a bracelet on. And then here, I'm using some nail polish remover with acetone because Twyla had this big red paint mark. I did try to scrape it off with baking soda and my fingernails, but I could tell it was paint and not a stain. So I tried my best to get it off with acetone. You do have to be careful with acetone because it can eat through plastic, like the hard kind of plastic, like ABS plastic. When I was in cosmetology school, they put straight acetone in little plastic cups and it literally ate through the bottom of the cup in 5 minutes. So you have to be careful. Make sure you wash them after with soap. And then this is me going through my Monster High clothing bags. I brought up my whole drawer and I was kind of digging around because I got some extra pieces, and I also needed to get my outfit for Homemade Frankie because she comes with 2 outfits and I already had her. I got my other one brand new. And then this is their little accessory tackle box. Monster and Ever After High dolls share real estate in my collection because I have less Ever After High. And here I am getting some finishing touches done. Some of them had like really poofy bangs, so I probably should have undressed them again, but whatever. And Howleen had a little bit of a bump at the bottom of her hair from how she dried, so I'm gelling them too. But then Breyer is going in for an OxiClean treatment for glue. I have a tutorial on this as well. I'm just sprinkling a little bit of OxiClean in warm water. If they're still actively leaking, you probably want it to be cold water because the boiling water can actually make the heads leak out more glue. And now I'm making earrings because quite a few of them didn't have earrings. Some of them only came with 1 ear piercing like Venus and Abby, but I also had a Maddie doll, my other first edition Maddie, who appeared in a few episodes of Dolly Transformations before. She had her factory earrings, but I decided to give her earrings to the doll that I got in this haul because she's the more complete one. So my old Maddie is getting the extra love and she is getting these, they're measuring cup charms. You can kind of see them in this clip. I know they're ridiculous looking, but I just like making my dolls really tacky earrings. Why not? So that's what I'm doing here, and I already had everything laid out for this before I turn the camera on because it takes me a while to figure out what I want to do. Like, I'll go back and forth holding different beads up to their outfits and seeing which ones are going to be too big together, which ones aren't going to look as good with the outfits. I'm very detail oriented. I think a lot about these things, so I didn't want to film all of that because it would have been an extra like 10 minutes of footage. And then in this clip here, I am making Apple a headband. I really love using this wire that I recently bought. It's armature wire. I use it for stands, but it's been working great for headbands because it's nice and thick but flexible. So I'm cutting down these pom-poms because the only pom-poms I had were really big and I didn't want them to be ridiculous looking earmuffs. She's supposed to have earmuffs, that's why I'm making her some. And I'm using some recycled ribbon from a holiday bag. And the pom-poms I've had since high school. A lot of my art supplies I've had since I was in school, and I just didn't get rid of them if I thought I could use them. If it was something I didn't need a bunch of, I would donate it, but pom-poms come in handy, but they're not something I really want to have to rebuy. But I've used a lot of the white ones over the years for making headbands and stuff, because they're great for, like, Santa type hair accessories and things. So I just used some hot glue because it dries really fast. So Breyer's ear holes shrunk up from all of the hot water, so a trick you can do is use safety pin to widen the hole, wiggle it around, and then you should be able to squinch the earring back in. And if you pierce it all and you don't like the hole, you can shrink it up with hot water. And then this is me getting her a hand. I've been collecting extra parts from Monster and Ever After High dolls for like 4 years. I've bought them on Mattel's website when they were available, and then I bought lots on eBay, so that's why I have so many. This Bitty Bunch playhouse was super dirty when I got it, and there was just no negotiating. It needed to be washed. So I put some OxiClean in warm water and dissolved it, and I'm using this little scrub brush to scrub everywhere, all over it, because the OxiClean will take care of all the stains, which it did. Not that this was too stained, but it was pretty old. This came out in 2000 and was retired in 2005. So at the newest it could possibly be, it was 15 years old, and it was at a thrift store, so it was very dirty. So then what I did is, after that, I took my attachment to my carpet steamer. It's a Bissell, and I sucked up all of the water. Now, this attachment can actually shoot water out from the machine, but I didn't want to do that because this one, compared to my old carpet shampooer, which never had any kind of flow come out of the nozzle, it shoots out a lot of water. It really like soaks it up, and there has to be like some kind of cardboard inside this house, so I didn't want to soak it. I just wanted to get it damp enough to really deeply clean it. But this attachment has a nice little brush, and it sucked up the water, and I could tell it did a pretty good job because the water was dirty, and afterwards it was a lot cleaner.
So I'm going to wash Bitty Puppy, and one of the ways I like to wash stuffed animals is I'll put them in a pillowcase in the washing machine, and I'll put a little bit of fabric softener and detergent in the pillowcase, and then just throw them in with a regular load. I find the fabric softener is what prevents them from like pilling up in the dryer, but if I don't want to put them in the dryer, I'll just air dry them after. But trying to like soak these, like hand wash them, they get waterlogged. So I'm going to wash Bitty Puppy with two of the stuffed animals I keep on my desk because they're kind of dusty. And then the rest of these are all of like my Bitty Babies plushies. They recently moved into my American Girl cabinet because I put my Felicity Dolls bed out. So these have been on display for, you know, a while. Like this is my childhood Bitty Bear, which I know I watched her at some point. But I'm just gonna toss them in. So my package from Mercari's here for Cupid. I'm really glad I found a seller who had not just like her arms, but also like her outfit and stuff. That worked out really nicely. I do want to say that, like, obviously this isn't cost effective. When I got Maddie, I was just kind of like secretly wanting to save all of them. It would have made more sense for the money I had to put towards, oh, that's cute packaging, put towards Cupid's outfit and stuff. It would have made more sense to buy a complete Maddie on eBay, so this isn't like cost effective, but you know, when you're a doll in my collection, I'm gonna do you right. So obviously I wasn't gonna have Cupid be armless. It's one of my like pet peeves. I don't like limbless dolls if I know I can get them a limb. So now she's gonna be spoiled rotten. There's her little card. It's nice they even put a little piece of cardboard to prevent it from getting bent. See, for the price of what this stuff cost, it's nice that they spent so much time packing it carefully. Arms. Ooh, those are really nice arms. Stand. Stuff seriously looks like new. Oh, it's really nice. So yay. I am gonna wash these things just to be sure because they were secondhand. Obviously, the Cupid doll who these belonged to doesn't have hands. I'm really excited. So this is what the Bitty Bunch Playhouse looks like all cleaned. And that's Bitty Puppy all clean. She smells a lot better. The only place where there's still some kind of like slight stains is the bottom, but even this looks a lot better and it smells much fresher. This is first edition Maddie before. You can see she has most of her components. She is missing her shoe, but we did get her purse in this bag of goodies. Her hair is, I can tell it's going to clean up really nicely because it still has ringlets. It also has a price tag in it, which, you know, you're not for sale anymore, Maddie. First edition Maddie after. So she's pretty complete compared to my other doll. She has her cuffs and her necklace. Now she was missing one of her earrings, so I took the complete set of earrings from my other doll and I gave them to this lady, and I'll put a picture of the ones I made for my other doll here. This doll also has slightly different face paint. My other doll has the faded brows, which the faded brows aren't definitive between like first and second releases. Some people think that. You can find them based on country make or just doll to doll. It's just a random thing because mine are both definitely the first editions. Mickey Field Trip Twyla after. She was in really nice condition anyway, so there's probably not much of a difference. But her hair's not all rock hard anymore. And she's not oozing glue, she's just very shiny. And her hair is very soft. I love her. I stalked her in stores. I wanted her to go on sale, and then I always regretted not just buying her because, I don't know, there's something about her. I think it's this like blue streak in her hair and her dead fish outfit that I love so much. Oh, so cute. This is picture day Abby before. She is missing her shoes. And this is picture day Abby after. She was filthy too. The camera did not capture it before, but her face was like brown. And I made her an earring because she was missing hers. I tried to pick some like metallic purples and blues to match her dress. And then this was from a necklace, these white chips. They look like ice to me. I've used them on Abby dolls before. And I actually got her bangs to lay down nice and flat, which is good. She has a little bit of glue leakage, but nothing too bad. I'm just going to wait until more of it oozes out before I treat her. So this is Creepateria Halloween before. She is really nice. Her hair is still in its original style, and she has her whole outfit. This is Halloween after. I'm really glad I have one with her outfit because I wanted Creepateria Halloween since this line came out. I loved her and Clio. Now I have both of them, and this one is in pristine condition. She doesn't have her food, but that's okay. I love her. She's so cute. This is Epic Winter Apple. She's got this really unique head mold that was for the reboot, and her legs are textured, which is interesting. Apple after. So you can see I made her these earmuffs. The snowflake ribbon that I used came from a Christmas bag. I just repurposed it, and I like that it picks up on the snowflakes of her outfit, and then I glued some pom-poms on there as well. She's my first apple with this head mold. It's her hair. So pretty. This is Diner Draculaura. She's wearing the Schoolia fashion pack piece, but the rest of the stuff looks to be hers. This is Diner Draculaura after. She's so cute, and even though we don't have her diner or anything, she has like everything, like her earrings and her neck bracelet and her socks. I almost bought her several times in the store because I loved her and her diner, and oh, I love it. We have the Freaky Fusion Recharge Chamber Frankie, What's interesting is she has Kanekalon hair. A lot of Frankies tend to have Saran, but because they want like the static for that chamber so she looks like she's being electrocuted, Kanekalon hair is the perfect fiber for that. This is Frankie after. She's all squeaky clean and her hair looks much nicer. She's really cute. Colleen watched the commercial for this doll a bunch, so she immediately recognized her and was like, we need to buy this Frankie. I think she's really unique looking. This is Haunted Twyla. She's really unique looking. She's got pretty dreaded hair, but I think it's gonna clean up nice. This is Twyla after. She is crazy unique looking. Colleen and I both think that Haunted Twyla looks angry, which I think is really cute, but she definitely doesn't look as sweet as my other Twylas. And that's her hair after. She's got like all of her fixins, which is really exciting. And this is Dance Class Gil. The camera's not picking up on it, but his face is disgusting. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Blech. He is very, very dirty. I don't know why I showed you his butt. Gil after, he was filthy. I don't know if you can tell how much cleaner he is, but he stank. He smelled like old and dusty. So now he smells really good. Like when I pick him up, I smell the laundry detergent and the dish soap I used to clean him. He's so cute. I almost bought this pack brand new in the store when it was out. Like we went to Target and everything to make a special trip, but I was really bad at buying things all the time. And so I was like, no, I will use self-restraint. I still wish I had bought it just because I really love Rochelle from that set. This is Home Ick Frankie. She's missing an arm. She doesn't have pants. She doesn't have shoes.
Look at her hair.
The hair is pretty bad. I think she had some glue leakage at some point. Yep, she can't sit very well. This is Frankie after. Sorry her bangs stick up a little bit. That's just the nature of them. My other dolls do too. And I could put an elastic down and smush them. Then this arm, there's something weird with her arm socket. So no matter what I do, it just won't go in. I don't know, that there's no broken piece in there. It must just be some deformity. That's probably why she was missing her arm. But I made her these earrings. And then we have her hair. The earrings, I decided these like blue beads, which I've used before, they kind of look like pin cushions to me because they have like other beads melted on top. And I like these little tag things that I put. This is Frights Camera Action Black Carpet Clio before. She has her shoes and everything. Her hair is in need of some help. This is Clio after. She's gorgeous. And that's her hair. I admit I didn't really pay much mind to this Frights Camera Action line when it came out because they were sold in kind of like fancy outfits and I'm more into casual clothes for dolls, but she is so pretty, and I'm so glad we doubled back to get her. This is Coffin Bean Twyla. Ooh, I love her. She's got her cup, but no shoes, no shirt, no service. Sorry, Twyla. You can't go into the Coffin Bean. There's her hair. This is Coffin Bean Twyla after. She's adorable. I love her purple lips and her really dark streaked hair. She is so cute, and I love that she had her cup when we got her. This is first edition Breyer. Her pants, well, her tights are coming down. Her earrings are flipped up. Oh, she has sunglasses in her hair. That's interesting. Her hair's so woebegone, I didn't even see those originally. Mrs. Breyer after. So, as I showed in a previous clip, I replaced her broken hand, but I saved that piece just in case I use up all my Breyer hands and I really need one because that looks better than a nub. This is what her hair looks like after the treatment. There's still a little bit of glue on the underneath, but before her whole head was really sticky, so I'm not too concerned about it. She's probably still actively leaking in parts, and you can leave the glue alone and it will eventually all leak out, and you can comb it out once it's dried up and then wash their hair and it's like there was never glue. But when it's really, really sticky, it's kind of a hygiene issue, so that's why I treated her. And I think she's really lovely, and I actually have my old Breyer here, who is my first ever After High doll, and you can see she has the faded brows, whereas she does not. She has the regular brows. This is Music Festival Venus. No shoes, but she clearly has never been undressed. She's got those bands. And this is Venus after, so I made her an earring to match her outfit because she's missing one. She didn't have 2 earrings, just one hole. And I liked her a lot when she came out, and I thought about buying her, but they had so many dolls, and I liked so many of them that I didn't want to like literally go broke buying them all. And this is first edition Daniela before. So you're not going to see much of a difference on the doll herself, but she came with 3 wigs. So she's got this blonde wig. This is one of her actual wigs, and this is first edition Katie's wig. This is Daniela after, so this is the wig that she's supposed to have. I don't have her other wig because these two are first edition Sophie and Katie wigs, but you can see I took care of them, and I'm going to bag them with my others. I have like tons of spare lid wigs because I hoarded them, and that's what this one looks like from the back. I'm really glad to have first edition Daniela. I'm just missing first edition Alexis now from this line. Daniela is my favorite character, by the way. Sweet 1600 Cupid. This poor doll is missing an arm. She's filthy, she has 1 shoe, and she has her purse.
Which is like really cool. Our other one doesn't have her purse.
Also pretty disgustingly dirty, but you know, there you go. She can carry her purse with her 1 arm. And that's what she looks like from the back. And this is Cupid after. She got everything. I don't have her ring on right now or her purse with her, but I did get them. And I did get her wings. But she's gorgeous. And her hair's not super gluey or anything. And she's adorable. And this is my old Cupid. She has a much more spaced out face. Whereas this doll's face is more pinched in. It's very interesting. I'm so glad that she has her arms. And I have a spare Cupid arm now. Because she had one of them. So that's great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.